I am a world-class autopsy expert who has when I just cut open a corpse, when his internal organs suddenly told I'm a rich kid. First day back home, my whole family can hear my heartfelt words. He doesn't seem to be in good spirits. When he died, Kayla should have his brain checked. Check if the brain has shrunk. His physique, the blood in his veins must be as sorrowful as the marshal stuck at any time. With a bang, the person is gone. But her hands are very beautiful. I wonder what it would look like as a specimen. Linzhou sat on the sofa. The atmosphere was heavy. I am your mother. Linzhou remained silent. With professional judgment flashed through my mind. Hyaluronic acid, even his smile. That disdain couldn't be hidden. After he died, facial muscles relaxed and prosthesis deformation, crooked mouth. The prosthesis must be removed first. It's amazing just Shen Lan kicked suddenly. He stayed enchantedly at the spirit bar. His face was full of rage. He just in the knees. His lips didn't move at all. Am I hallucinating? It's all your fault. My mom was already on edge as soon as I got back. The girl who spoke was Lin Ziwei, Linzhou's older sister. Before Linzhou could respond, a boy nearby said, "Sister, don't say that. He's just returned and isn't quite used to the environment. It was the young master yet who was switched the immediately shot. She easily took his arm. Sha Youyou. Lin Ziwei glanced at Linzhou with disdain. A professional analysis immediately came to Linzhou's mind. The brain looks small. They can't even tell the difference between the parent's letter. What would happen if we sprayed it with the remaining blood stains amid a ghostly blue light? You can even restore the traces. What are the facts about Lim? Isn't that for detecting blood stains? Why would he think that way? How dare he think that about you? I didn't say anything to you, Spatting. The master of the throne. His dignified gaze swept across the forest. He just got back and has already caused a chaos in the house. At all. Staying out too long really make you lose your edge. Cervical spine hypertrophy, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and high blood sugar. If I really try saying during the autopsy, abdominal fat was left scattered. The course of that report will probably take several pages. His face was flushed. The living room fell into those vicious silence. The family of three stared at Linzhou and terror, like watching monster parents insisted. Why do you all look so pale? Is something wrong? No one responded. I stood in the ring, calmly pictured this teacup, and this tea tastes good. It's just a bit chilly. The three members of the Lin family turned pale. Analysis of sudden death and autopsy still in their minds. Answer died. Please don't be angry. My brother is unfamiliar with the house. It's normal to have different habits. It takes some time. These words were gentle and to the three neighbors. It sounded like a jet knell. Sha Youyou, don't you know he's among you? Get rained on. My man might dissect you in some way. Then you may and others saying that the three men were even more stubborn. Did I say I spoke of him? Just because he's there by a sense of deprivation welled up inside me. I decided to get rained on to prove my importance. Let me show you the room. Although mom and dad haven't had time I can only pick any room, but it's definitely better than where you used to live. They flattered their neighbor who was also alludes to the poor environment of typical histrionic personality. These people are self-centered, desire for the spotlight, skilled at using language and facial expressions, targets versatility. The defense line is in reality, the three neighbors felt their scalp tingle. Sha Youyou, just a simple and kind child. My little Rain is perfect. This Linzhou is slandering him. Sha Youyu's gentle demeanor, but he was so good to me. Getting caught in the rain only made my family gaze was complicated. Mistakenly thinking that they thought I was lonely and Linzhou, you took everything from me. The mother's burning anger and competitive spirit. Do you remember my 18th Our family went skiing in Switzerland. Dad also hired a Michelin 3-star chef. He deliberately emphasized that we were family. To outsiders falling from the Alps is common. 30. Made a snow-covered slug. Can lead to multiple comminuted fractures throughout low temperatures delay decay, but accelerate the process of traces. Finding evidence through autopsy such as comminuted fracture. The image of the tragic death in the ring flashed through footage of the autopsy in Linzhou. Please stop talking. The screams drew everyone's attention. I'm just reminiscing about the past. Did I upset my brother? He played the victim while watching the jade artifacts. I'm sorry, brother. It's all my fault. Please don't be angry with mom. They just care about me. This made Linyu even more certain that her family had betrayed her. The atmosphere in the living room was frozen solid. The three neighbors were gripped by fear and immersed in the pain of betrayal. Where is my ring? Linzhou asked in a calm tone. Let the three neighbors stay in place. As long as this monster any corner of your home could be a dissection table. Prevented them from selling. At this moment, Linyu smiled gently. Ignoring the eerie atmosphere, the guy took them out. Look at this. How about I make you put up with this for now? Just like an inconspicuous little man. It used to be a storage room. It's a bit small. Some are old, but I've already had Jiangma put on new sheet. You'll have to make different. I will definitely. I personally cleaned up the best room. How about I give it to you? It shows the thoughtfulness to let them get wet in the rain. Linzhou was then placed in the worst corner. He looked to his parents, insisted for approval. Sha Youyou, storage room crazy, damp, and poorly ventilated. What is that monster thinking inside? Would he think that's perfect? The perfect place to dump a body. Let him live in the storage room. Do you have a jet, were you? He had just thought of using the luminous spray my car. That madman. You might think the walls of the storage room were covered in bloodstains. How could I have such a stupid son? What should I do to provoke him at this time? You can only go along with him. We must not let him have any negative association. The three of them screamed inwardly, but they were too afraid to move, fearing that it would trigger the switch in Linzhou didn't care at all. He walked straight to the storage room. Then he thought the show of force had won. With a secret sense of pride, I looked your brother Although it's a bit simple. Well, Lin didn't finish her sentence. A chilly punsen wafted over. Lin park at the entrance. The entire room was reflected in my eyes. Professional analysis is damp environment. Average humidity about 75%. Extremely poor ventilation. If the corpse has a window on the surface in this environment, it will accelerate. But if it is completely sealed, this will most likely result in the formation of wax made the three of them breathe. Before my eyes, it was as if the image of something soaked in formaldehyde and oxygen deficient. It will turn into a waxy substance after being exposed to water. This process can fix the shape of the corpse. It has a great research value for determining the cause of death. Trembling with extreme fear, he actually treated murder as a research subject. If a corpse was ever hidden here, by sampling the mold spot, DNA sequencing, then toxicological, it is possible to deduce some information about the lethal poison. Then Zuwei's pupils subconsciously staring it's as if venomous eyes are hidden beneath the room has an old-fashioned you can be easily this does not constitute the conditions but after locking the door, fix the door frame firmly from the inside, then escape through the small able to fake a locked room. Woods like murder in a locked room. Death penalty the business acumen completely destroyed. All that remained was the fear of being soaked in the rain. The guy who's increasingly suffering on a isn't this too unfair to you? It's all my fault for not preparing the room in advance. Or should I go and talk to my parents? You can stay in my room first. This completely ignited the fuse. No. A scream shattered the silence. Rushed forward and grabbed Lin Zhou. Can't stay here. Absolutely not. Lin Zuwei rushed over as if she rushed and closed the door. Rain. What are you thinking? How could you let him live in a place like this? Immediately open the largest south-facing suite. Everything inside will replaced with new ones. Immediately. This 180-degree turn made the rain truly. Why did I speak up? They disliked me. So I made them suffer. They got angry at me. Just because he's their biological son. Just because of him, you don't want me anymore. A sense of betrayal and panic swept through the shower. Lin Zhou remained expressionless. I just felt very confused. Humans' rush responses are truly complex. They just wanted me to move in. Now it feels like I've seen a ghost. So intense emotional fluctuations. Being in a state for a long time. Mr. Grace. Risk of cardiovascular and cerebrovascular diseases. Shen Lanru, along with Lin Zhou, pulled him Let's go upstairs. The upstairs room is sunshine is good. Sunny Lin Zuwei and Lin Zhangguo follow closely. The first floor is only left with rain. It's so good to see you back. Put me back my 20+ years of life. Lin Zhangguo pushed open the door. Lin Zhou turned to the side and assumed the chair pasture. Xiao, this is the room prepared for you. See if you like it. This is a suite that's twice the size of the downstairs living room. It's completely different from the dark, unclouded Look how beautiful the sunshine. This room is well ventilated, light and spacious. Staying in a bright, airy place makes you feel better. Right? Yes, they will all just change. Jack picked it out himself. What style do you like? We'll change it again tomorrow. As long as you like anything it. Is the fine. The three of them stared nervously in their eyes. The room was bright with sunlight. It is a magical artifact used to dispel the terrible. This environment allows those ideas the brain of Lin Zhou that disappeared. It started going out of control again. Professional analysis. The house is very well decorated. The boards were all joined together seamlessly. The floor is a large marble slab. There are no patterns. If we put something here, it's very easy to wipe. It leaves virtually no trace. If it were on this white carpet, first pour on a concentrated solution of ultraviolet light. The Chessery agents couldn't detect it at all. This place, what a great place to do something and leave no trace. The smiles of the three neighbors froze instantly. I felt as if I had personally prepared the stage for the murder. Assessing the room's suitability as a inferior. What kind of demon do we invite back? The Lin family of three. After experiencing a new round of spiritual, almost immediately after leaving the Padres, Lin Yu downstairs with Lin Zhou still immersed in their own world. It must be Lin Zhou. What methods we used to threaten them? It must be like this. They are now being forced. As long as I expose the true face of Lin Zhou, my parents and sister will come back to me. Lin Zhou closed the door to sort out his daughter. Encrypted file on mobile phone. Cut. The edges are made of bone fragments. It is a high-speed rotating cutting preliminary assessment. The deceased was a woman, aged between 25 and 30 years. Based on the degree of decomposition, the time of death exceeded 70 He was completely immersed in his field of expertise. Not at all. The door was pushed open a crack. I'm such a pervert. Watching this kind of stuff. Lin Zhou even took out some equipment from his bag. He immediately took out his phone to record conclusive evidence. Lin Zhou, let's see how you try he to closed the door quietly, rushing down to the living room. Parents and sister. Look, Shen Lan was startled by him. You frowned and shouted. What are you doing looking at this? This is your good son, your own flesh and blood. The three stood out, in the pale face, watching them in the rain. He was extremely pleased with himself. That's exactly the effect I want you to see clearly. You abandoned me, your perfect son. But what a terrifying devil they want back. He's a madman. He's a pervert. I was just looking at these photos in my room. They even took out so many He's definitely plotting something terrible. Mom and Dad, we must call the police immediately. Otherwise our whole family would be in danger. Parents were furious. What awaited him were three pairs of people filled with fear. Seen by the three people. Getting caught in the rain won't reveal the truth. They detonated a time bomb that would call the police. Do you want our whole family to be buried with him? He has already taken action. The video is the evidence. He killed someone. Where's the body now? Is it in that room upstairs? Calling the police will anger him. He will turn it into the people in the photo. Shy you, my silly son. How dare you? How dare you take pictures of him secretly from right in front of a child? What if he finds out? He will kill you. He'll turn you into that tour. After that, they stood in the rain. We became accomplices. We saw. Would you try to silence him? We three were filled with comfort. The killer kept this a secret for her now. Lin Zhou came down. He answered the ringing phone and put it on speakerphone. Professor Lin Zhou, I am Shanghai from the World Crime Investigation. Have you received the information regarding the Binjiang this The situation is extremely The social impact was extremely negative. A strict order was issued from the case must be solved within 72 hours. Our detachment worked for 2 days and 2 nights. I have absolutely no clue. All our hopes are now pinned on you. Please do it as quickly as possible. Give us a preliminary direction for identification. Shanghai Criminal Investigation. These words represent the direction of the forensic examination had struck the hearts preliminary assessment indicates the murder weapon had some knowledge of anatomy. The scene was cleaned up very well. He's a tricky guy. After reading the materials, half an hour later, I'll give you a detailed preliminary Hang up the phone. Lin Zhou walked up to the ring. This is top secret evidence in the Zhang Zeman dismemberment case. Not to mention even glancing at it as a violation. You can delete it now. I can pretend it never happened. Otherwise, the charge of leaking state secrets. Enough for you to stay in there for 10 years. The word 10 years carries more weight than the dismemberment weight in the shower. My mind went blank. Unacceptable reversal. Then you wanted to explain, but remained silent. And the other two were awakened from their petrification. Lin Shangguo was the first to knowing full well the leaking state secrets. This will bring the Lin family to the germ. Delete it. Delete it for me now. Shen Lan finally moved, and his face glowed pungent. He ran up to Lin Zhou, but didn't dare get too close. Professor Lin, Shy you didn't do it on purpose. He was immature. I didn't know this was a state secret. Don't take him seriously. We'll delete it immediately. Delete it immediately. Shen Lan wasn't afraid of Lin Yu being arrested. They would be regarded as accomplices and witnesses. Lin Zuwei was so frightened that she became accomplice in full view of everyone. Lin Yuwei's family recognition. Stress-induced muscle tremors. Rate soars to over 130 for pupils dilated to the limit. The cerebral cortex was overwhelmed. A brief period of inhibition commonly known as being dumbfounded. Thoughts reached the ears of the three. They panicked again. Lin Zhou ignored the ring after confirming his phone to face the three stunned people. I need an absolutely quiet environment to do not let anyone disturb me for half an hour. Okay, absolutely no problem. Where the hell have you been? Standing guard at the second floor. No one is allowed to Did you hear me? Shen Lan nodded repeatedly. He looked at Lin Zhou with more awe and pride. After Lin Zhou's back disappeared, Lin Shangguo turned around and slapped Lin Yu in the face. The sound is crisp. Don't call me that. I don't have a stupid son like you. Do you know what you were doing just now? Disclosure of state secrets. You want our whole neighborhood to be buried with you? I don't know. I just wonder what you think. You want to drive him away? I want to prove that you're better than him. What are you comparing him to? They are experts and professors hired by the state to solve cases. Except the tricks that don't make sense. What else would you do? Eat the crap. He's a crap. Shen Lan feels sorry for his son. He knew that what Lin Shangguo said was the truth. Lin Zuwei looked at the embarrassing I just found out that my brother is so shallow. Vicious Lin Zhou closes the door to isolate the outside projection world and focus on writing according to the bone-to-brain morphology at the edge of the further confirmed. Just for industrial and chain spacing without extremely high speed and no hesitation at all. It shows that the murderer's psychological quality is an understanding of human structure. When Lin Zhou is immersed in work, the mobile phone Professor Shanghai Lin, we have a new discovery. We're 5 kilometers downstream from the dump site. Found the second scene. It should be where the body was dismembered. Very clean on site. As you judge, but we're in the waste drain next to it. Found something. Shanghai lowered his voice. The tone is weird. That thing is weird. It's a quill dripping with ash. Rough workmanship, but clear online. It's in a wooden box. There is a word engraved on the box. The tone was calm and dignified. What word? The other end Shanghai's of the phone was silent for just like tone. Talk about the bold word for word. The murder is provoking. It's not just dumping corpses. Especially for my guard. He knows I might even have been following me. This corpse case, no ordinary murder from the start. It's an orchestrated game. The goal is that I am right. Are you sure there is only one B professor on the box? We have confirmed it again and again. Really only one word. This murder is too arrogant. Is there something personal with you? Lin Zhou did not respond to Shanghai's speculation of personal Instead of starting to assign tasks, take a photo of the core. Send me the details of the wooden box. And the search area is as wide Focus on the waste hydrology sound and other inlets. The killer understands also check everyone who has come into contact with especially since I identify and incarcerate the criminal. Shanghai's tone instantly becomes serious and clear. Professor Lin, don't worry. I will definitely cooperate fully. This murder is not simple. Not only did he have some knowledge of anatomy and counter reconnaissance, he also shows a disturbing self-expression and understanding of me. This understanding goes far beyond the ordinary means that criminal. He may have to face a very intelligent person, psychologically twisted and highly targeted opponent. The murderer is playing with me. He wants to see how I crack. This game is just the beginning. That your character is the real declaration But the game begins. I will make your ending more exciting than you imagine. When focusing on analysis Then you sneaked in through the door with a gloomy face. I still have the heart to pretend here. Where does he think he is? Detective? I'd like to see without that evidence. How else can he solve the case? Squeezed his hands and feet and analysis manuscript on the table. He must not have had time to back up these manuscripts. If I destroy these things, even if he can fix the data in the computer, make up for these hand-drawn analyses, he no longer hesitated. You grab the plate, you shred it. When the rain is about to hit, the flat voice in the forest made him freeze for an instant. What are you doing? I didn't do anything. I just wanted to come in and see bro. Can I help you? Lin Zhou turned around. The eyes are calm, but penetrate the heart and fall on the rim. Cardiac rhythm, shortness of breath, pupil dilation, typical lung stress response. He deliberately hid things. Visible artifacts are critical. The manuscripts of the court analysis report I put on his face in the rain instantly turned pale. He knew he had been exposed, but he was unwilling to admit the feat. What manuscript? I don't know. I didn't take anything. Don't try to be a scoundrel. I'm just pretending the physical damage. The purpose was to destroy obstructing the investigation. The nature of this behavior. It has already gone from simple obstructing judicial fairness. Picked up the crumpled paper, quickly scanned the blurry checks. You destroyed. It is crucial evidence in the Binjiang this manuscript. I recorded my preliminary analysis of the clues and the psychological of the murder weapon. Speculation on key information such as the location of this imagination. Shivering in the shower, finally realized that what he was facing was a rather than angry enemies. I didn't mean courage. I just see you. I want you to rest. The sound of rain getting quieter. The confidence is all shall just then. The door to Lin Zhou's room was pushed open again. Shen Lan and Lin Ziwei appeared in the door. They originally wanted to come up and see. Do you need help? But I never expected to witness this idiot just seeing. What exactly did he do? 他至少悠悠. How could he dare to provoke that monster? It's over. It's completely over. Will he take her? The three of them turned pale with fright. Standing motionless at the door. They didn't even dare to breathe. Lin Zhou put the paper Shanghai whipped out from the table. There's been a Shanghai is the key evidence in the Binjiang dismemberment deliberately damaged. The person who caused the damage was Professor Lin. Are you sure? I'm sure. He took my hand and crumpled my manuscript and tried to throw it out the manuscript contains a psychological weapon analysis of the murderer and preliminary speculation. It is currently the only aboriginal analysis report. How dare Lin Yu? Professor Lin, please don't touch those manuscripts. We immediately send people over to collect This is no longer just simple property damage. It is suspected of obstructing judicial fairness. Even harboring criminals. Lin Yu overheard the discussion about the legs of those who protect the criminals. Lin Shangguo rushed forward and grabbed Lin Yu by the collar. I angrily rebuke you. You bastard. Do you even know what you're doing? You're going to ruin our entire Lin family. Sha Yoyo, how could you be so foolish? Why did you do that? I thought I was fighting back. It is about fighting for everything. But all I did was send myself into the abyss. He didn't take me seriously at all. He was only analyzing from beginning to end. I am just a sample on the dissection. 20 minutes later, Shanghai led police officers getting caught in the rain is suspected of obstructing justice. To destroy key evidence. Please come with us. Police officers helped the limpering. He turned to look at his family. Finally, the light settled on Lin Zhu's face. Is this my yin? I tried my best to prove myself, but he completely ruined himself. The villa was plunged into a somber season. Lin Shangguo and his companions held Lin Zhou stepped forward. Can Zhao Zhu's manuscripts be restored? Most of the content is recognizable, but some key details. For example, the killer's habitual actions and speculation on the treatment methods for needs to be reorganized. This will waste some time. Is it all because of that wretched girl? How could he do such a thing? Shai Shou, please don't be angry. We will definitely make him pay the price. He deserved it. He has only himself to blame for what he did. There was no response. They simply picked up their pen, reconstructing the killer's distorted psychological events.